Kinder. This is Mrs. Orozco, and I'm here to help you with session 9 of Phonics this week. Isn't that great? We're already at session 9. So today I want to tell you and I want to talk to you about, have you ever been on the beach or maybe in the sandbox? And have you ever seen a student or a child or somebody else grab a stick and then they start writing in the sand? Many times they'll write their name in the sand. Has anybody ever noticed that? Have you ever seen that? Yeah, I have. And actually, I used to do that a lot when I used to go to the beach with my parents. I used to grab a great big stick and then I used to put it in the sand and I used to write my name, Susanna. And I used to write it so nice and proud because it was like me telling the world, here I am. So, friends, I want to tell you that writing our own name is super, super important. Artists that paint beautiful murals and pictures, they have to sign their own name on their art. Sculptors also have to sign the name on their art. And a sculptor is somebody who uses clay or cement or stone to create things like animals or even people, like our statues, right? They also have to sign their name on their work so that they know who created that beautiful piece. Authors also have to sign their books, right? We have to make sure we know who wrote that book and who created that wonderful story, and so they have to sign their name. Now, have you ever seen somebody want to get a signature or something that we call an autograph from somebody very famous, like a singer or a movie actress or a movie actor? Yeah, well, they have to write their own name too, right? They need to know how to write that. So, friends, just like celebrities and just like artists and just like authors write their own name, you have to write your own name too. It's super duper important for each one of us to know how to write our own name. And so today I want to tell you that it's really important, not just to know how to write our own name, but it's important that our muscles in our hands also learn by heart how to write that name, because that name is special. It's your name. And friends, our muscles are beautiful things because our muscles can learn how to do things by heart as well. Just like we've been talking about getting to know our names and our letters by heart so it becomes a part of us, we are also able to train our muscles to get to know that by heart. And well, how do we do that? Well, let me show you. You probably already know a lot of things by heart. Your muscles probably already know how to do a lot of things by heart. Can you hop on your feet? Raise your hand if you can. Can you show me? Wow, a lot of you know how to hop on your feet. That's awesome. That's great. So let's see, can any one of you use a fidget spinner? Yeah? You know, it's like that little thing that you put on it and it just spins and spins, whoop. And it spins and spins and spins around. Who knows how to use a fidget spinner? Yeah, you also have to practice with your muscles on how to use a fidget spinner. And last but not least, friends, who can zip up their coat jacket or their sweatshirt jacket with their zipper? Yeah, that also takes a lot of practice on your muscles. You know, and I'm not sure if you realize or anything, but all those activities like hopping and fidget spinners and even the zippers, it is a combination of a lot of different little actions that you take to create one action fluidly, smoothly, and that you do by heart every day without even really thinking about it. For example, let's take the zipper. First, you have to grab that little box thing on one hand, and then you have to actually grab the zipper track on the other hand, right? And you have to put the zipper track inside that box. And then you have to set it up in place so that it's together, so they don't come apart, so they stick together. And one hand next has to hold both pieces, that's right, while the other hand pulls that zipper up so that it closes. I don't know about you, but just thinking about it gets me tired. Well, friends, your muscles, your hand muscles already know how to do that by heart. You know how to zip it up because you've practiced it. That's right. You're a good zipper for your coat, you're a good fidget spinner, and you're a good hopper. Why? Basically because your muscles know it by heart. because you do them so often. You do them so many times, which we call practice, that it becomes a part of us. It becomes something that we know by heart. And in that same way, just like you learned how to hop, just like you learned how to play with the fidget spinner and how you learned how to zip up your zipper, we are going to learn how to write our names, our own names, and train our muscles to do that by heart. Isn't that cool? Now, friends, we already learned how to write some letters. And we practiced them and used our hands and used our muscles and our brains to remember that letter, to learn that letter by heart. Not just the sound, but also how to write it. And we're going to start with the M. Remember how to write the M? Everybody grab your magic finger. Ready? It is start at the top, line down, back up, slanted line down, slanted up, and then line down again. Yeah, you got it. And each letter has its own path. You know, like a path that you would walk like in a forest, it's just kind of there for you to take it so that you don't go off. Every letter also has a path on how to write it so that you can write it correct every single time. And the path also helps us create these muscle memories so that our hands can remember how to write them each and every time, and they look beautiful. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what I did. I did a name map. And so what this name map is going to help us is it's going to tell us how to write our own name. So each and every one of you will have a name map that you're going to find on Schoology that you'll be able to access after this video, okay? So you're going to practice this name map first with your magic finger, follow along, and then you're going to use a marker, a big bright marker to help you. If you have a whiteboard, that's even better so that you can erase it and practice and erase it and practice. This way, friends, you can learn to do this by heart. Your muscles can learn how to do this by heart, and you can start writing your name everywhere. You ever had a journal that you wanted to make sure nobody got and nobody took because it was your journal and you put your name on the front? Now you're going to be able to, just like I did when I was little. So I'm going to show you how to read and follow your name map by name map that I made for our friend Mabel, because Mabel's so helpful. She wants us to learn this too, and so she's going to be our example. And so I'm going to show you what I did for Mabel. Do you see that? And friends, what do you notice about it? Can you take a look? Look at it very carefully. What do you notice about this name map? Yeah, you're right. I noticed not only do I have letters, M, A, B, E, L, I also have other things around my letters. Lines, numbers, and arrows. And so these lines, numbers, and arrows, they'll tell me how to move my finger when I'm using my magic finger, and how to use my pen or marker when I'm using my pen, and in what direction. This way my name always comes out beautiful and perfect. So let's practice with Mabel's name. So I'm going to put it right here on my board. And again, you'll have your own to practice with. Let's get nice and close there so we have Mabel's name. And I'm going to show you how to do this with Mabel's name. So the first thing we need to do to follow the name map is to use our magic finger. You ready? So on Mabel's name, I see the big capital M, and there's a number 1 and a line under it that goes down. Then there's a number 2 and a line next to it that goes up. 3 is next, and it's slanted line down. 4 is next, and it's slanted line up. 5 is next, and it's slanted line down. The next letter is A, and so this letter tells me I have to start at the number 1 at the top. I have to go around just like the arrow shows me, and then look, number 2 says to go back up, number 3 says to go back down. Yeah. The B, I have to start number 1 right here, go down, that's where the arrow tells me. Number 2 has a shorter path, and then number 3 tells me to go around just like this to make the B. The E, I actually have to start right here, kind of in the middle. We follow the arrow to 2, and then go all the way around. That's the E. With the L, this one's easy peasy, friends. Number 1, line down. That's great, right? Mabel, so that's with my magic finger. Next, we're going to follow the name path with an actual marker. So you're going to grab a marker, any bright color that you would like on any piece of paper, and we're going to follow the formation. So again, for the M, you start at the top, line down, that's what the arrow tells me, line back up as number 2 tells me. Number 3 tells me slanted down. Number 4 tells me slanted up. And number 5 tells me slanted down. Congratulations, you just made your M. Let's go on with the next letters. Ready? Number 1 tells me I have to start at the top of the small letter. I have to go around. Number 2 says I have to go up. And then 3 says back down. Isn't that great? B. B, I start at the top. I go down. That's what the arrow tells me. Number 2 arrow tells me to go up, but not all the way, just halfway. And then number 3 tells me to go around. That's the B. The E tells me I have to start right here, kind of in the middle. And I have to go out and then around. You see that? It's not perfect, but that's okay. We're trying our best, and that's what we need. And then the L, friends, easy peasy, right? You start at the top, and it's just a line down. And there you have it. Mabel's name with our magic finger and our marker. And writers, you're gonna have a chance to practice your name over and over and over again. The more times that you practice, the more that your muscles remember that formation, that pattern, so that you can be able to write your name by heart. And you'll have your own name map to be able to practice your name. It'll tell you exactly how to write each letter of your name with the arrows and the lines and the numbers. But if you need extra help on Schoology, you will have these pages here that actually go through every single one in case you want a challenge and you want to write maybe mom's name or brother's name or grandma's name. Yeah, even your neighbor can get in on the fun. So these pages will be on Schoology for you to be able to use in case you need the formation of another letter. Friends, your classmates' names will also be available in case that you want a challenge and you want to start learning how to not only say their name, but also write your friends' names. This way, it'll be easy for you to write your name everywhere you want to. On the front covers of your journal, on the sand in the beach or in the sandbox, or even in your books when you write your stories with us. So you're going to be able to write your name, and you're going to be able to write it super fast because practice makes perfect, right? Happy practicing your name. I can't wait to see you.